Today, Jacob is quitting his full-time job so that we can travel full-time.
It's been a long time coming. A lot of thought came into this decision, and we just felt like it was the right time to transition to something completely different.
And I feel a little bit nervous. Jacob's gonna go talk to his boss on the phone, and I told him to do it outside because I get so nervous in these situations. So I was hiding in the bedroom with YouTube videos on full blast because I couldn't handle the anxiety of Jacob quitting. And he just walked into the room and he said that he did it and it's over. And so now this is his true reaction of how it went. Okay, how did it go?
It's just so crazy to me that I feel like in 2 weeks I'm going to be done, and it just seems so weird. Like I've quit a job before, but it's never been like I never had like this much responsibility at a company to where like my quitting actually means a whole lot. So it's a weird feeling, but I am so excited about the future.
I didn't think that I would cry, but I think we're just feeling so grateful that this company hired Jacob right out of college and really gave us so much and gave us the opportunity to even save money to travel. So I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Like, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them and if it wasn't for the jobs that I've had. So it's just kind of crazy. We have known that we wanted to travel full-time for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years now, and I was actually the office supervisor at a medical practice here, and I quit my job there about 8 months ago maybe because I knew we wanted to travel. I wanted to find a job that I could do more part-time so I could focus on traveling stuff. So I've been teaching tennis. I've been a tennis pro at an academy now, but today I actually am not feeling super great. So I am back at the doctor's office that I used to work at to see one of my old coworkers. And it feels really weird being back here, especially because today's the day that Jacob just quit his job. So I'm like sitting here just reflecting on everything and like just crazy and how just reminded how thankful I was for this job too, because without Jacob's job and without this job, we really could not be able to travel like we're going to do. So it's just crazy that I happen to be back here the day that Jacob quit his job because I haven't been here in like 8 months.
And now that we don't have full-time jobs, we have the freedom to set our schedule to whatever we want it to be.
It's wild to think that there's nothing really tying us down to this place anymore. Of course, our family and our friends are here, so we are going to be spending some time in Arizona. Of course, we're not going to be gone 12 months of the year, but for the most part, we're going to be spending the majority of our time traveling around the world, going to different countries, experiencing new cultures, and we could not be more excited. We waited like a year and a half for this because the pandemic kept pushing our date back and pushing our date back. And so now that we're finally here, it feels very surreal.
Yeah, I mean, like Jenny said, we've been planning this for so long. Like we've been wanting to travel the world for a long time, but actually it worked out to our benefit because we were able to save up even more money to be able to travel, and we really we're able to focus and try to plan for the places that we actually wanted to go.
Yeah. So we're super stoked. If you missed the first video that we posted like 6 months ago, we have set a goal for ourselves to go to all 7 continents, including Antarctica, which is gonna be a little bit tricky and quite a bit expensive. So we haven't quite figured that one out yet, but we figure we got a few years, so it'll be okay.
We also want to make sure that we're visiting as many countries as we can to see all the different cultures that we have around the world. It is so important to us not only to reach the goal of going to 7 continents, but also to really experience all that the world has to offer. And so along the way, with each continent we go to, we want to make sure that we spend plenty of time in each place. We're just so excited because we've been planning all these different trips to go to these places. And like Jenny said, we are just so excited to get started because, we've put it off for such a long time.
I feel like sitting here, it seems like we have it all together, but I feel like this has been the craziest week of our life, and I've been sick for most of it, and we've been trying to move out of our apartment because we no longer need an apartment because we're going to not be living here anymore. So we look like we have it together, but really we're a hot mess. So just know that.
Yeah, like when we started the move out process of our apartment, like we didn't really understand how much of a big deal this was because, we could have got a storage unit and just packed all of our stuff into there, but we decided that we didn't really want to pay to have the storage unit. And so that meant we had to give away most of our stuff or sell it. That has just been a crazy process because we really are just trying to live on a few small items that we have that we need to make videos and to travel. And so it's been really crazy to be giving away most of our stuff. And it's been kind of challenging too, because it's just things that we've accumulated for a long time that we actually care about, but we no longer have space for any of it.
Yeah, and you just have to remind yourself, like, this stuff really doesn't matter. The things that matter are like our relationship with each other and with our family and friends and with God. And so like there's just so much heart work and refinement going on of being like, I'm letting this go and it's not important and I can bring what's important with me, which is our marriage. And so yeah, it's been quite a bit of a learning experience already. So I can only imagine what it's gonna be like
when we are truly out of the apartment and we no longer have a home. And so we're just gonna be going from place to place. Even like Jenny said, when we do come back to our home every now and then, we still have to find a place to stay. And so we don't get to have really any extra possessions while we're here. And so it's really will be full-time travel even when we come back, because we still won't have a real place to stay. And so that's also a part of the fun too, is just getting to experience full-time travel without a home for as long as possible, really.
We'll see how long.
We also wanted to make sure that we did this as sustainable as possible. And so what this means is every now and then, like, we will come home and we will be doing like different forms of work to earn money, because we don't want this to just be like a 1 year, like let's have as much fun as possible, and then when we run out of money, we can just go get full-time jobs again. We definitely don't want that. We would like to continue this process as long as possible, as long as we're still having fun with it. We're just gonna have to do what we can to earn money along the way so that we can continue to pay for these trips.
Gonna have to grind it out, man. So we hope that you guys join us along for our journey and that we can learn some things along with us in different countries and just about life in general. So if you want to follow along, please subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate it so much. And if you're new here, please just comment on this video. Let us know who you are so we can say hi. And yeah, we just hope you come along on this journey with us.